Hey traders, welcome to Master the Market, where we help you become a market master. Today I took my biggest loss of the year so far, a loss of $4,522. With this one single loss, I pretty much wiped out my entire week of profits. So the point of this video is to learn from my mistakes and to avoid making the same mistakes that I made today. So let's go ahead and get right into this trade. This was with the stock BENF. It was spiking up this morning from a low of $1.92 all the way up to a high of $13 per share later in the morning. So would I like to have just bought this stock and rode that momentum to the upside and made thousands and thousands of dollars? Yes, of course, that's what I would have liked to have done, but I was short biased on this stock simply because the strategy that I've been focusing on a lot lately has been to short sell into these parabolic movers to then profit from them pulling back or to profit from them reversing entirely into a downtrend. So BENF was starting to hit the parabolic scanner this morning. The scanner is live streamed to our team of traders in the Market Master group. There's a link down below in the description if you're interested in accessing these scans. And it initially began hitting the scanner, I believe, in the threes. So pretty much right away, I went over and located 3,000 shares of this stock. Um, that cost me about $75, I believe, to locate those shares. And I was waiting for a better opportunity then to start scaling into a short position for that pullback or for that sell off to the downside. We got a few volatility halts as it was spiking to the upside. I let it run from that $3 area all the way up to the sixes before I finally started to take a starter position in this trade. If we take a look here at my executions, we can see that my initial entry was 500 shares at $6.42. I then added 500 more shares at $6.30, thinking that we were getting a top and thinking that this gap up here after the volatility halt was going to be a good entry for that short position. This was also the first red candle on the 5-minute chart since it started to take off. And we can also see that volume was drying up quite a bit when compared to this previous momentum. So to me, that was a good signal that demand is slowing down a bit. There's a good chance we're going to pull back to the VWAP, which was, well over $1 beneath where I was entering into this trade. All of these things were telling me that this was going to be a really good potential trade. And this was definitely a trade that was worth taking based on the strategy that I've been using profitably over the past couple of months. That being said, obviously the strength continued. It spiked right through that area, up into another volatility halt, gapped up once the trading resumed, spiked up again into another volatility halt, gapped up once again when trading resumed, pushed up then to a high of $11.46, and I exited out of a portion of my position there, cutting some of my losses on the trade. We then get a big sell off to the downside. This time we finally got a volatility halt that was happening to the downside. This to me was a good signal that, the momentum was shifting. Sellers are now finally in control. We're going to see this dump back underneath VWAP and probably back into the fours later in the day. So once trading resumed there, I looked to enter back into some of those shares. So I reshorted in the eights. And sure enough, the strength continued. It picked momentum right back up, and I was forced to cover the rest of my shares as it was pushing back into that $10 level. It ended up running $3 higher from there, so I'm glad that I did manage my risk. But in hindsight, obviously $4,500 is way too much to be losing on this type of setup. The thing is, with this setup, I'm comfortable risking, 30 or 40% when I'm getting into these trades. So I do have a wide stop loss. That's why I'm typically keeping my position sizes very small for this trade because I have to be comfortable to lose 30 or 40% of whatever I'm investing into the trade. But where I went wrong here is I did not respect that risk management that I had in place for this type of setup. I should have been stopping out in the eights or even the nines, but instead I was stopping out in the $11 area and back again in the $10 area, just simply not following my risk management for this strategy. And because of that, this loss that should have been no more than $2,000 was a little bit over 2 times that amount. I traded this exact same setup earlier in the morning with the stock DTCK, and I had some success on this. Definitely scalped it, should have been more patient with it. Was able to scale into a position up here in the 140 area and covered for some quick profits as it pulled back into VWAP in the 130 area. Locked in $281 in profits on that trade. And then the exact same situation with JFBR later in the day. JFBR was going parabolic, was shorting up into the 40-cent area and covering as it dipped underneath VWAP there for a $450 profit. This is a strategy that has been working very well for me. The simple fact of the matter is that it's just important to manage your risk regardless of the trading strategy that you're using. Stick to your risk management parameters and don't let your losses get out of hand like I did today with BENF. So anyway, I know this was a quick video, but I just wanted to be transparent with you guys about the reality of day trading stocks. It's not always going to be green profitable days and green profitable weeks or even green profitable months. Every once in a while, you're going to have a bigger loss than usual. And unfortunately, these setbacks are just part of trading. So it's important to keep them under control the best that you can. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found some value in it. And if you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to hear about these stocks that we're trading in real time, as well as work with our team of traders, get access to our day trade and swing trade alerts, our detailed trade plans, our live custom scanner streams, and so on and so forth, all of that can be found in the Market Master group. There's going to be a link down below in the description for you to get signed up. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed and good luck with your trading.